Yo peeps, Bear back again. Well, here we go. We're into part 2 of Pimp My Ass. And here we go. We're at Lav Station. Now, I've skipped a little bit for you here because I didn't want to bore the pants off you. So we're doing this Latvian brandy, I think it is. Let's have a look. Yeah, Latvian brandy for... Who is this? DIDI VATERMANN. Absolute pisshead she is, by the way. So, just to refresh your memory, to get to her, I had to go through... If I remember rightly, Selena Jean. So I did some hull reinforcements. I haven't pimped that up. That's why I've not recorded it. I got it to level 4 or something on my lightweight hull reinforcements there. So I got that to 4 so I could get straight down here to DIDI VATERMANN because I am looking to get those shield boosters level 5. Once we've got them, we're going to be rocking here. Okay, so just to have a wee look at this here. So I'm looking to get heavy duty shield booster. Oh, you can see she does that at level 5, and resistant augmented shield booster. So I've got 2 of them, and I got 1 of the heavy duty shield. So I'm looking at the costs here. I know it's chopped off a wee bit at the bottom. But conductive components, conductive ceramics, so they're all pretty easy to do. Phosphorus, got loads of them. Presidium, I haven't got any of that at the moment. But I've got my mining ship to do that, so I can do that. Modular terminals is mission. Focus crystals, easy. Phosphorus, okay. Manganese, got loads. Refined focus crystals, got some of them. Radiation baffle, we can pick that up easy enough. So, but we got to get access first, man. And this is where the bitch is. And let me just show you this. I'm pretty sure those of you who've got this far know this. She wants 50 units of Latvian brandy. Fish. Right. So, where do we get the Latvian brandy? Well, for you experienced people, you know that you need to go to the Lav station. So, let me just. I've changed some of the recording. Diameters here, so hopefully this screen is a lot more clearer for you. So let's have a look at this. Well, you probably need a permit to get to Lav from the looks of things. Yeah, it does suggest a permit, so let's just squeak it in here. So I'm in Lav and I need to get to this engineer here. So she's only about 4 light years away, so it's a scoosh in distance terms. But it's the problem is I can only pick up, I think it's between 4 and 6. So I'm in it just now. I bought some the other day. Excuse me, still got this cold. Poor old bear, man. I think I'm just gonna have to do a mass flood of the body with Stella here. You know. So yeah, I got 6 units just now. So let me see if it'll let me buy any more. Yeah, it does. A whole 6. You tight batard. Alright, so I've got 12 units now, so what we'll do is we'll go and hop over there, drop that off, come back, and we're going to keep doing this little run here, okay? Hopefully it lets me load it up each time. I hope there's no time delay on this, because that will be most annoying, because 50 units, you work it out, it's just under 10 jumps, but I've got 12 here, so that'll save me a bit of grief. So we've got it plugged in for the first trip. Everything is loaded up. And off we go, launching. So, if you want any hints and tips on how to get to this journey, anything else on the engineer front, you know, like how do I get modular terminals, articulation motors, embedded firmware, all this sort of stuff, shout peeps, because I've gone through the pain of getting this stuff. Once you've got it, it's not so bad. Once you got, you know how to get it, but it is still one massive pain in the ass sometimes. So boost. I was just checking my boost out the other day.
Starcom wishes you a good journey.
Yeah, thanks, man. Appreciate it. So let's just quickly check the boost here. I think it goes up to 465. Yeah, see that 465? That's pretty tasty, man. So without further ado, I'm going to jump, I'm going to pause the video, drop this crap off, come back for another run, and obviously, if we get interdicted, we'll own some ass, okay? So on that front, we'll come back in a moment. Okay, peeps, bringing it back. We're just coming in for the auto dock. This is why your docking computer on something like this is so handy. I know a lot of people go, it takes up space and all that, but see when you're jumping around doing all this crap, you really can't be arsed. Especially with some of the planetary landings, low gravity and all that nonsense. So I just sit back here, man, chill. I can't have a stellar, it's during the day, so I'll just look at the bottle as it winks at me and wait for this puppy to land. And then we're going to get in there, flog this Lavian brandy, see if she offers me any special favors, and head on back and get some more. I've got an eye on the clock here as how long this takes, so I'm going to give you an idea of the time you're going to have to devote to do this. So I've got a timer running just now. Refuel. So here we go, donate the 12. Here we go, 38 to go. Done. And off we go. 1 wee second, we'll just program it in. Want to go to Lav. Dun, 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 dun. There we go. So I'm going to try to do this as quickly as I possibly can. I've got the clock running here, so I'm pushing it, man. I'm going to pump this out and try and get this required 50. Then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go off and get all the relevant mats to max out these shield boosters.
Authorized.
Landing gear retracted.
And I'm going to give you an idea of the time you're going to have to allocate for this. Okay, so you can think, right, okay, I got a couple hours here, whatever, boom, and you know you can do it in that sort of time.
Thank you, Commander.
So, let's have a look. Where are we? Will it let me jump without having to move out? It might, I think it might.
Frameshift drive charging.
On that note, whilst we're jumping, we'll pause and we'll come back when we get a wee bit further into this, okay? Okay, peeps, we're back here on that first run, dropped off to 12. We've picked up 6, that's all it's letting us have, which is a bitch. And there's no point logging off and logging in on, you know how you swap it from open to private and solo. It doesn't work. It lets you have 6, period. But hard. So, we're going to do a run. Timer's on. We're going to see how long the run takes, and I'll give you an idea of time you need to obviously put aside to do this. But hey-ho, it's part of the engineer stuff, isn't it? Alright, we'll come back once we've got this sorted. Yo, peeps, bringing it back. Interdicted here on my way back. I've got one more run to do. It's been torture here. Where are we? Ooh. Let's just get this set up here. I have to say this Latvian brandy run is a pain in the ass. Okay, what we got here? We got a Diamond Explorer, and you want to try and take on Bear, man?
Under attack.
Bring him in closer, bitch. Reap. Where are you? Come on, oh, he's chuffed, man. He's chuffed. Yeah, man. Well, I'm gonna fill your pants for you. Down with the shield, and then just
warning, temperature critical.
pwn his hull. Eat that, bitch. Not even scratched the outer ring of my shield. He's chuffed again. Yeah, we'll chuff this bitch.
Warning,
And
temperature critical.
toast. 49,000.
Target destroyed.
49,000 bounty. We'll take that. And let's see if you dropped any tasty cargo for us. Shielding, focus crystals, phased alloys, galvan alloys. Let me just check my focus crystals because I'm going to need them, I think. Okay, this is focus crystal 10. Okay, we'll take those puppies. So I won't bore you to death with me collecting these, but we got one more run to go, people. And I'll walk you through that last run and tell you how much time you're going to need to do this full thing and how much an average cycle is. That's like picking it up, dropping it off, coming back, boom, that's one full cycle. So I'll run you through that once we get this final run, but I'm going to pick up these focus crystals because I'm going to need those puppies back soon. Okay, peeps, here we go. We've landed. We've got one more run to do. We're 40 out of 50, so we've just bought the Latvian brandy. We just bought the 6. What the hell, man? She's a greedy cow. She likes a booze, so be easy if she asks for Stella, for God's sake, man. I got tons of that in the cellar here, but no, she wants the expensive stuff, so we got to keep the lady happy. So anyway, we're going to do this run here. It's the last one. Roundabout, I've been timing some of the runs here. If you get a perfect run, it's around about 11.5 minutes. 10 runs, you work it out. I would suggest putting at least 2 hours aside to do this. That is how painful this is. Didn't want to take you through all the runs, etc. Don't want to bore you to death here. But we're going to get off and running now on this last run. I'm not sure resource-wise what I've got in the tank here, but when we get there, when we obviously open her up, right, and she'll let us know what we can do, we're going to try and level up to at least 3, and then probably have to go hunting for resources.
Your way is clear to depart.
Yeah, thanks, man. We're, watch our way out here. Yeah, man, I got sandwiched by a beluga on the way out here and a few runs earlier on. Just literally as I was coming in here, right, literally here, the beluga's coming straight at me, and I'm like, Jesus, thank God for decent shields, otherwise that'd have been toasty, and that would not have been nice.
Landing gear retracted.
So let's boost. And I'm just going to talk you through a little bit of the approach here, because when you get so much thrust in this asp here,
Starcom wishes you a good journey.
it can be a bit of a bummer approaching this planet. A couple of times I've actually been dropped out of Super Cruise, which is a real pain in the ass. And I've had to boost my way in. But like I say, 11.5 minutes is the round trip. That's with a docking computer. Okay, so let's get ourselves set up here. So, Galaxy, here we go. Lessetti, the last run, the last painful run, man. Let's go for this.
Frameshift drive charging.
And I'll bring you back on the approach, okay? Okay, here we go, peeps. We're 14-13, coming in pretty fast here, and it's all about feathering here. So, I'm coming in super fast here. And you'll hear it in the volume on the engines. I got it at half. See where the blue line is? So I'm doing okay here. But it's the approach sometimes that can really screw you up here, and you get overshoots, etc. And that just costs you time. So once you get a bit of practice on this, for you experienced people out there, I know I'm teaching you to suck eggs. For those people that are like, what do I do here? So just nice and gentle, get it there. And your angle, you see how I'm looking for the approach here. So that's it. So I know I'm coming in from slightly the wrong side, so I'm just maneuvering to the right of the planet. Again, I'm only 2 notches up on the thrusters. Right, now getting the angle here is really, really important. So that's okay. Now I'm going to bring this all the way down to like basically 0. So all my thrusters are down there, and then I'm just going to put it up to 1. Because what I've found a few times, if I come in on notch 2, simply because of what I've got here on the ass from the thrust and the gravitational pull of this planet, is that I'm coming in too fast. And that's dropped me out of Super Cruise like 60-70 kilometers away, which is just bullshit. So it should be okay.
Orbital flight engaged.
So that's me in orbital flight now. See the red lines? I want to just get those red lines away, which I have done, which is cool. And again, my apologies to you experienced flyers, but these little tips and tricks are kind of handy for the novices. So we're really only on 1 bar here on the thrusters. Could boost it a little bit. I've just notched it up slightly using the roll button on my mouse. And by the way, my setup here is keyboard mouse. I hate the joystick shit with this game. And I've seen a few pro PvPers videos, which should be, here we go, that's orbital cruise now, we're going to Super Cruise, I think. Pro PvPers, and they swear by keyboard and mouse. I got a fantastic Razer mouse coming for Christmas that was on Bear's Santa wish list, which will certainly help a great deal. Got a brand new. By the way, all the stuff I use is Razer. It's just like it's the best. Got a Razer gaming keyboard here. The wife broke my last Razer. Yeah, she said nothing went wrong with it, and then volunteered to buy me a really expensive one. And I thought, why are you being so nice? I didn't understand that because she'd been using my PC for the day, for the office and stuff like that. And I'm like, I didn't clock onto it, but she offered to buy me the most expensive one, which is like, you know, probably battering out close to 200 quid. And I'm like, why? The last keyboard was about 70, 80. Why are you offering to do that? So I was very kind on her, and I went, no, we'll go for this one. This one's good enough. So we went for a notch down. Then she tells me a month later, she threw the coffee over it by accident. Spilt coffee on my precious. I mean, Jesus, are you off your tree? It's not the sort of thing you do with Bear's PC. It's the one luxury I have left. So she came clean in the end. Took her a month to go up to it, but she knew I would go bananas. It's just the one thing you can't screw up. It's Bear's PC.
Delta Alpha Bravo. Automated flight control protocol initiated.
Boost in here.
Please submit a request prior to landing.
Boost again. And this is why when you're doing these sort of runs, people, I swear by the docking computer, because you don't want to be arsing around. You want to get in there, boom, 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 no bullshitting around. So I'm approaching at 8. I go to contacts. I'm looking at my right there. I already know I'm in range of 7.5 clicks to ask for permission to land. Down to 0. Docking computer takes over. I sit back. In the evening I'll be picking up my Stella now and supping on that. Got my artificial smokes here. And we're cruising. Oh, yes. Coming into land for the last time on this bitch of a run. Like I said, best time 11.3, so I'll say 11.5 minutes roughly. Round 10 trips, you need about 2 hours to do this. So it's a bit mind-numbing, so definitely get the YouTube channel up. Get some music videos in the background, man. It'll stop you losing the will to live. The elite designers obviously like to play with us, make it challenging to get these, but as I said, these shield boosters will make a huge difference, and the bigger the ship, the more important these puppies are. In we go. Starboard services, your dancer. We're going to always refuel, never forget to do that. We're going to donate to, we're there, grade 1 access, great stuff. Okay, so it's the boosters we want. Let's just see what I need and what have I got in the tank. I've got iron, 38 of them. I don't have much on the grid resistors, so we'll keep hold of them. So iron will do for the beginning bit. I got phosphorus, and it's iron and phosphorus. Okay, so let's obviously get this up, and then we'll see what we need for level 5s once we get up to level 3s. So I'm not going to bore you to death whilst I do this. I'll pause the video and I'll come back when I get it up a bit higher, okay? Okay, bringing it back. So I've used iron and phosphorus combo of both there to get it up to level 3 on the shield boost. So now what I need to do, because if I start doing it on level 3 with just iron, I'll just use it all up and I won't have much there. So let's have a look at what I need for these ones here. So my heavy duty shield booster, I need to get, so this is where sometimes you want to get a bit of pen and paper and write it all down. Okay peeps, I've worked it all out what I need to do, so I've run through what I've got, what I want to do. So what I want to do is give myself 20 shots in each one of these to get them maxed out. So obviously I've got 2 resistant augmented shield boosters. I want to max them out and give myself 20 shots on that, and I have 1 heavy duty shield booster, so I want to have 20 shots on that. So I've already gone through all this. What I need to do to climb up the ladder, because I'm at level 3 on this just now. Okay, so on this point. Where was it here? Was it here? Yeah, so I've got phosphorus, conductive components, focus crystals, don't have any modular terminals. So if I pick up 8 modular terminals, that will easily let me get me to, I would expect 8 to 10, would easily let me boost up to here. Refined focused manganese, conductive ceramics, okay, should be cool with that. So 8 to 10, I'll just put 8 to 10 down for the modular terminals, and then that'll let me get to level 5. Up here. So writing this down, I need 10 untypical shield scans, 16 polymer capacitors, 16 antimony. I have to do a bit of land mining for that. 20 emergency power cells, buy them. I need 23 conductive ceramics, 22 refined focus crystals, 22 Imperial sheathings, 40 radiation baffles, and 2 crates of stellar, just to make sure I don't go bonkers doing all this. So I'm going to go off and pick all this shit up. Obviously, I'm not going to bore you into tears and want you to make you blow your brains out as I do all this. But what I will do for some of these things, like, for example, Imperial shielding, radiation baffle, emergency power cells, when I get to these locations and what I'm doing, I'll bring the video up, okay, and I'll show you what I'm doing to get this shit. Alright, so on that note, people, bear with me. Excuse the pun, and we will come back when we've got all this shit put together. Okay, back soon. Alright peeps, okay, right, well what we're going to do is, rather than run through all the big stuff here, because I've got a big shopping list to get all these mats for the level 5 shield boosters, what I'm going to do is hunt out a few tricky ones and show you how to do it, okay? So, Imperial shooting's the first one on our list, and we need 22 of these. So, how do you find Imperial shielding? Well, my understanding on this, and I'll show you this, oops, sorry, in a second, I've just got this on slow at the moment because I've jumped to the relevant system, is if you go to the galaxy map, I'll share this little tip with you, okay? If you go to this icon here, right, and go into the map section, you can filter what you're looking for. So what I'm looking for is an Empire system. Now, perfect scenario is for it to be in like a state of war, civil war, or unrest, but I do believe booms also work as well. So what you do is you map out Empire, remove the rest, you go into state, whoops, not security, state, right, and you can see there, war, civil unrest, civil war, or boom. Now I'm in this state here just now, as you can see here, which isn't a boom, it's Empire, population 7.9 million, and what I'm going to do here is I've got the sun of this system targeted, and you can see my dot here on the screen, on my little map, just to the left of our main hub, is black, so I've got the sun directly behind me, and I'm going to go flying away. Now the normal rule of thumb is about 1,000 LS from the sun. Now I'm only 16.8. If you look at my little dial to the left, it will say 16.8. Oops, a daisy, I'll get this in the middle. But I have found when I've looked for things like encoded emissions, 1 second here. My system was playing up a wee bit there. So yeah, encoded emissions, high grade emissions, I found sometimes they're actually further out. People go 1,000, 1,100, etc. But I've found a sweet spot for certain stuff at around about 1,500 to 1,800 out. So we're going to start at 1,000, but if we don't find anything after about 1,000 or so, I'm going to go to the sweet spots, which I think it's around about 1,500 to 1,800 around there. So off we go. I'm going to drive on out. Thrusters to full. Boom. And I'm going to go and start searching in that area, and what I'll do is I'll come back when I've found one, and we'll see how we get on. Yeah. Okay, bringing it back here, people. So we're about 1,100 out roughly, I believe, and look, there we go, man. We've got an encoded emission. So that's not too bad. First spot. Now what you can do here to make things a little easier for yourself, see your filters, you can actually go to your filters, see your set filters, and take everything out if you want, all that out, and just look for points of interest, you know, and signal sources, you know, well, not points of interest, just the signal sources, but I'm not doing that. I'll just get everything set up there just now. We can get in here now, and let's see what's in here. slow this down. So pull the thrusters right back, load of wreckage, obviously. Contacts, waiting for it to refresh. There's never nothing in here. So we've got galvanizing alloys. What? Must be more than that. There's 3 bits in there. Let's get a little closer. So we've got mechanical scrap, galvanizing alloys, and a private data beacon. So we'll scan the beacon anyway. Might get something out of that. We'll see in a second.
Incoming message.
Data we accept, eccentric, hyperspace, and my data's full. I didn't need them anyway, but let me just clear up some data here because we don't want that to happen if something nice drops. What was that? 42 classified databank scans. Don't need them. Let's get rid of 22 of them. Just drop that. Unusual encrypted files. I don't care. Get a shot of them. Free up a little bit of space. Right. Well, nothing here. So we'll crack on and come back when we find something else. Yeah, peeps. Whilst I'm doing this, sorry, I just thought I'd show you that. I've actually cleared up my filters. So there you go. I've got contacts there. So it's all set just basically to signal sources. And what I'm going to do is I am about nearly 1100 out. I'm just going to go and do a circle around the sun, and I'm just going to position myself so I'm going in a circle. So you see my little dial from the main hub area. I'm going to position that just there, right? So there you go. So it's semi-turning white. So I'll just try and go back. There we go. Got another signal source. Found one. High grade. Bloody perfect. Ah! Let me in there. I thought I flew past it for a second. Now these high grades could be very tasty. But I may well have overshot that. That is a complete bummer. That is an absolute bitch. I hit the F as well and it's just gone boom. Damn it. Let's see if I can find it here.
Charging. Ready to engage.
Let's try and get that back, people.
4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
That's the problem when you're doing these videos. You take your eye off the ball a wee bit and boom, you miss something like that. Okay, right, let's just go back the way. Just lock my destination again. It's there. So let's get back on that sun and see if I can find that again. No. Where are we? 1070. We'll just go in a little bit. That is most annoying. Oh well, shit happens. Let's just try this. Again, might pick it up. Going that fast either. Well, that's a bummer. New signal source. Well, we got encoded here, so we'll take that, but that other one could have been a lot tastier. We blew that one. Oh well, here c'est la vie. Chance around on this one. Come on. Let's see what happens here. But that high grade one could have been the bloody... That could have been well tasty. Just get in here in a second. So this is a wee bit of a grind here, but as you can see here, boom state, Imperial, we've found 2 encoded, we missed that high grade one. But we've done that relatively quickly in this boom state. Now the key thing is, are we going to get the Imperial shielding in a boom state? Because the way I've got it before has always been like war, civil war, unrest, but there was nothing nearby me that fell into that category. Right, let's get in here, come on! Thrust down, we got wreckage, which is cool. Just go forward a little bit, and hopefully contacts, we've got something. Right, chemical manipulators, we've got too many of them, would you believe it? Flawed focus crystals, chemical distiller, refined we need. So we're definitely picking these up, so I'm not going to waste your time on this. I'll pause the vid, pick this gear up, and then we'll keep hunting for the, obviously the Imperial shielding. Okay, bringing it back, peeps, we've got it encoded here, and we're about 1800 out. So let's move on in, and keep our fingers crossed. When we get in there, we'll bring the video back.
Message.
Well, bringing it back here, peeps, we got a data beacon here, eccentric hyperspace trajectories, pile of poo. Hybrid capacitors, I know I'm low on them, so I'll pick them up, but no choice, so move on to the next one. Bring it back, got another one here out at 1900, out from the sun, so proof in the pudding, they spawn out here. And let's see if we can get a bit lucky this time with the encoded, come on. In we go. These are actually really fun. See if you're in a anarchy state or something like that. You jump in here and you get jumped by 3 people or something like that. It's like, yo. But obviously I'm in a boom. These things are pretty safe. Nobody's tried to pwn me yet. Just ease on in. Let's keep our fingers crossed. We're due a bit of luck. Conscious of the video length here. Don't want to be too long, bore your pants. But if I can find some of these Imperial shielding, then that will prove that they do actually spawn in boom states as well. And then I'll crack on, end the video at that point once I've found one, and I'll keep farming and come back when I've got the mats for the Imperial shielding. Let's see what happens. I bet there's a whole shed load in that high grade signal that I missed. Let's have a look. Hybrid capacitors? Come on, surely to God not just that. Is that it? That is so tight. That is... Oh, more. I was going to say, that took a wee while for the rest to pop up. We got a pile of crap, basically. Private data beacon. Well, let's have a look, see what's on the data beacon. Scan that. Just have to target it, people, when it auto scans, obviously.
Incoming message.
Specialized legacy firmware, strange wake solutions. It's not a disaster. I had modified consumer ones twice on the way in from degraded signals. Got a little bit lucky in that, so they're kind of handy to have.
Frameshift drive charging.
Right, we'll come back when we find the next one. As soon as we find one, I should say. I'll bring one of those. I'll bring it back when I find some Imperial shooting.
Engage.
Oh, high grade emission, people, at 1900 clicks from the sun. So I'm gonna Be really careful here not to go screaming past this one, because that last one was most frustrating, because these normally are filled with tasties. So fingers crossed here we get something nice out of this. And let's make sure we don't go flying past it. I'll bring it back when we get in there, okay? In fact, I might as well just keep you high on hold for the suspense. But this is the problem when you're farming these mats, and the developers have definitely made it challenging. You have to spend a fair amount of time doing it. But if you can get some people to point you in the right direction, it can save you shed loads. I've seen people farm for days just to find mats rather than hours, and that must be soul destroying when you got one mat you need to go and do everything and you can't get it. It is a bummer. Just feather myself in there with the throttle. Nearly there. And see if I get interjected just now. I swear to God, I'm gonna foam at the mouth. Right, come on, any moment now. There you go. Let's get in there. Come on! Fingers crossed. Let's see some rubbish. Come on, where's the debris, man? Where's the sword and debris? Right, there we go. We got it. We got it. Right, what have we got? We have got Imperial shielding. Ooh, there you go, people. 3 lots, so that's 369. We needed 22. So there's your proof in the pudding. Boom states, the high grade signals, Imperial shielding. I'm sure they're in the encoder as well, but the high grade ones obviously are the puppies. So we're gonna pick this up, man. This is really good. Pleased with that. And we're going to end the video on this point, and once I've collected all the Imperial, I'm then going to go after some of the other challenging ones for you and just show you how to pick them up. Okay, on that note, take care, peeps. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you do, please subscribe to the channels, and obviously if you want to see more of these videos, then obviously all your support is much appreciated. You can go to my Patreon site there and obviously contribute on there as well. On that note, great stuff. Really happy. Nice end to the video here with the Imperial shielding, and confirmed Imperial system. Boom state works. Go out. As I say, 1000 to 1100 does work, but I found that the juicy stuff has been further out. It's more 1500 to 1900 out. You know, that's a span I've found, and I've just got this one here which proves that one. So on that note, take care, people. Enjoy. Catch you in the next video.